vines are ready for spring. Hold new leaves, a breath from the ground. Yesterday's leaves still cover the forest floor, hide under neighbors. Unable to retain yellow fall through final snow and frost, they meet spring rain and mold. The vine holds its branched trunk in anticipation of red buds, warm breezes, sweet sap flowing through its vein. Underneath the evergreen, the forest floor was burned with a cross. It lays like a mutated shadow of the 90-foot tree. Old needles scream at being denied the chance to become earth. From the path, the cross is upside down. The trees aren't ready for spring. Stubbornly refuse budding until starvation forces blooms to the sun. The vines hide in the leaves. Tickle them with scraps of breeze. Storm-bent trunks shake in protest. The vine loses its grip, falls to... The alarm goes off. 7 a.m. This is called dangerous time. Clouds paint the grass gray. Puddles leap to catch fresh arrivals that newborn leaves drop to the crowd. I listen to the joining. Soft pillow cushioning my head. Cool air sieves through damp screens. Fills the room with the smell of wet aluminum. Enlivens black dust bunnies in the corners. Feed them. They spill into the room, bringing that smell with them. It reminds me of... The bunnies steal my memories. Shit-scorching holes covered with wet screens. Traps for Sarah to play with. Sarah likes the bunnies. Her red nails scratch the screen, feed them even more. She beats on the door, begs to be let out, or pleads for me to come in and play. I don't like to play with Sarah. Her black hole rooms remind me of... There are no cookie cutters in my house. Can't make bunnies for Easter. I don't mind. Bunnies always leave a metallic acid gnawing at my mouth. Sarah likes to make bunnies. She eats them, eats with them, but with no cookie cutters, there are no sharp edges to cut delicate dough or brand lines on tender surfaces. Cookie cutters are dangerous. I learned that when... I am not here among you. Forget what you think you see. And be careful. Trina is insane. Evil. The bunnies made her that way. I tried to help her. Dear God, how many times I tried. Only to wake up in a place I've never been. On a bed I've never seen. My hands faded pink or gray. Bunnies branded on my breast. Trying to remember what she did. If I will be blamed, like the time was she. It's supposed to rain all week. The wind will saturate the screens. Sarah will be difficult to ignore. She'll feed the bunnies often, fatten them up so she can play hide and seek. I'll hide in the closet and no one will see. It's dark and cold in the closet, like it was in... Spring has always been a dangerous time.
Editor's comment. I like you best when you're angry.
Yeah, well, I'd like to oblige, but emotions run in stages, and lately it's been damn near impossible to get past bewilderment of the human race and find the anger. I mean, come on!
We sold our souls to a big screen TV and the instant gratification 24% interest buys.
The average credit card debt for average American household is $8,000. There are 84 million average American households. Do the math.
And that doesn't count when we own our cars, our boats, our RVs, our houses.
I want to be angry. But a great minivan is every American's right. The Kia commercial says so.
Kia is a Korean company. They should know.
But I don't remember voting on that amendment. Does it date back to the original?
Freedom of religion, protection against illegal search and seizure.
And the right to own a minivan.
I want to be angry because freedom of religion requires the separation of church and state.
But evolution is now a theory that requires a disclaimer, and intelligent design should be taught in public schools.
And marriage is a legal institution, not a religious one, so why is the biblical definition even a consideration?
I want to be angry that it took 4 days for disaster relief to reach New Orleans. Why shouldn't helicopters?
And I can see grabbing some shoes or some jeans if you have no clothes and you're in a flood.
But a DVD player? Hello, you have no food or water and no place to live. What do you need a DVD player for?
I want to be angry because Trina's I in Mississippi, not New Orleans.
And it got half the oil refineries back online before we started picking up bodies.
Because we need the oil.
Because it's our right to own a minivan.
We may grumble, but we still fork over $3 a gallon because we have no choice.
Fuel cells, hydrogen, propane haven't been developed. The research money wasn't there.
But the politicians that appropriate the research money own stock in the oil companies, or vice versa. You know, I get confused about that.
So we pay $3 a gallon and we keep our mouths shut when the price of oil,
which is really a guesstimate of the future price of oil,
rises $2.61 a gallon, and the price of the pump jumps 20 cents in 2 seconds flat.
But the price of oil drops $2 a gallon, and it takes 4 days for the price to drop 1 cent.
But they're not price gouging! Because the government asked them not to.
But the oil company gets the government stock dividend check, or vice versa. You know, I get confused about that.
So we pay $2.99 a gallon because we promised the kids a week at Disney World.
They deserve it when we get Disney World.
And that AFL-CIO commercial says I need to take back my vacation.
The average credit card debt in America is $8,000.
So let's go to Disney World and put in a new pool.
It'll give my family a safe place to relax. And we need a safe place.
The streets are full of thieves and rapists and drug addicts, so I need to build this fence right now.
To protect my family and my minivan.
And to hang my American flag.
Hell yes, I want to be angry.
Then how am I supposed to get riled up when the God Bless Our Troops bumper sticker ink doesn't last as long as the war?
What have we been doing?
All right, and the next person on our list is Steve Dorff. Steve.